Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. Welcome to a new video here on Liberebil. Long-termer VW Tiguan R, had it for about 4 weeks now, and I'm going to tell you more about this car. Things I liked, things I didn't like, and specifically just how it treated me over the last few weeks. This one's being swapped out now with a new Audi S3, which I'm looking quite forward to, and I'll tell you guys about that more in the next video. I'm also going to compare it against Audi's RS3. So yeah, let me first start under the hood and talk to you about the engine. Right, so this is VW's 1.4 litre engine. I will put up the power figures and torque on screen now. It's effectively a dual overhead cam 1.4 litre 16 valve with a turbocharger on it. And this for me is the only slight downside to the car, but with a positive. So the downside here is climbing hills with a full load can be a bit tricky. I was alone most of the time in the car and it drove quite fine. My other half was with me as well, and we both never found a problem with the power because it is essentially, you know, not carrying a lot of weight. But I can see it being a problem if you're carrying a full boot of things and you have a family of 4 inside this car. Then I go for the 2 litre. What's good about this specific power plant is its fuel consumption. So I've been getting 6.9 to 100 kilometers, 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers with this particular engine in this big body, and that's really impressive. Its fuel consumption is very good. 830 kilometers on a full tank of fuel, not bad at all, considering it's only got a 56 liter fuel tank. This one also has the dual clutch transmission, which I really enjoyed. One thing about VW, their dual clutch gearboxes are always phenomenal. If you look at the overall design of the Tiguan as well, this is the facelift model. So VW has given it these narrower lights in front, a revised front bumper, and obviously a revised bonnet and fender to go with it. This one has the IQ adaptive lighting in front, so that means it can block out part of the beam. So effectively you have the brights on all the time. If a car comes on towards you, it will block that car out. But what do you think of the design of this car? I particularly like it. I think it's very well done and well proportioned as well. I think most customers that buy these cars don't really want to be looked at and stuff like that, so it's understated enough to fly under the radar. But I really like this car, especially finished in this lapis blue color. This car looks fantastic. This one also has the panoramic glass sunroof. And again, R touches, so R lettering on the side, these lovely wheels, R bespoke front bumper. I think the design is fantastic. Let's just take a look from the back quickly and see what you guys think over there. As you can probably tell, it's quite gloomy, and I have washed the car and it just freaking rained this morning and just got a quite light dusting on it. But the rear end of the Tiguan I also really like. You've got these LED taillights. I've got the key on me, so if you unlock, you can see it's got the indicators that do the run from here to that side. I forget what you call these taillights, not matrix. Forget what you call these taillights. And then you also have the LED taillights as also, so it's IQ light. If you start the car up in a dark place, it gives you this nice light dance at the back when you unlock the car. This one has a power tailgate, all of my gears here in the boot, and also a power tow bar. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you can hide the tow bar and also release it from the inside. And I leave it out in case someone drives into me. You have parking sensors here at the back and a really nice reverse camera. The seats fold easily with these pull buttons over here, pull tabs over there. You've got place to hang your shopping, and underneath the floor you have a spare wheel and a Harman Kardon subwoofer. A bit more on the Harman Kardon when we get inside this car. But with these seats folded flat, here is so much space in the back of this car. I know you're probably going to freak out. Yes, please throw things in here to like show the size of the boot. I film these videos alone, so I don't have any help with me today. So a lot is changing on Liberebil this year. I hope you guys are gonna like the change in quality in the next few weeks. Liberebil is getting a full redesign. Yeah, so let me not say too much, you guys are gonna love it. But yeah, let me move quickly to the rear seats and just show you what I like about the rear seats on this car. And I mean, look at this. So my passenger that was in this car last was quite tall, so about 1.8. I'm much shorter than that. And I mean, look at this. I'm practically stretching here out at the back. You have climate control, single zone here at the back. I mean, proper buttons. One thing that I'm quite disappointed about in the back of the Tiguan, no USB ports. I was really hoping there are USB ports here. Check here at the back of the seat, you got these nice pockets where you can put maybe a mobile phone or something in there. You got another package, a place over here where you can put your iPad or something like that. Big door pockets, a tweeter and a woofer, a slot here on the side where you can also maybe put mobile phones and things like that. In the center, you have two cup holders and a small one for a Red Bull or something. But yeah, I mean, these seats are so comfy in the back as well as LED lighting all the way around. Right, I'm gonna do some quick tidying up here. You have two USB ports. I bought an adapter so that I can charge my modem, and you have a wireless charging port here in the center. And now you can probably see this is full of fingerprints. That is because I bought a microfiber cloth to keep the screen clean, because it attracts so much fingerprints. It is insane. But overall, very nice system, very easy to use. No volume knob, which is a big downside to me. I don't know why VW removed the physical volume knob. Also, they added these touch buttons on the steering wheel, which you have to keep cleaning because they keep getting dirty. So you have a volume knob here that you slide your finger, adaptive cruise control to adjust how far you want the car to follow. You also have a page here, buttons on the steering wheel where you can change the different displays on the cluster. You guys know all too well about that now. I don't really have to show that again. And in the middle you have your various controls to adjust the car's driving. So you have a mode button which can then take you through the different, that's asking me for fuel, through the different modes. So eco, normal, sport and visual. In eco the car will coast. You also have self-parking, which I have tried, works brilliantly, an auto hold function, and obviously your camera. So yeah, I can show you the reverse camera. So for some reason, there we go. Very nice and clear reverse camera. You also have a full top-down view also, and I can see the different sides of the car with that buttons over there. Climate control also. These touch buttons which you have to clean every time to get to. You slide your finger for the different settings. So I leave it on auto and adjust the temperature to my normal 22. I also sync it as usual. But yeah, that is the interior. Now inside of this car you have a Harman Kardon sound system. You're obviously not going to hear what it sounds like over my microphone, but I just want to take you through the different settings of the Harman Kardon. You see my treble, mid-range, bass, subwoofer. I like that all those controls are there. You can change the sound profile of the Harman Kardon as well. Pure, chill out, live and energy. I'm going to talk to you guys more about the Harman Kardon when I'm on the road now. But these seats are also very comfortable, and I'll also talk to you about that on the road. So let's just quickly drive this car and see what it's about. Right, your fuel tank is empty. Cool. So let's leave the estate and do a nice loose video on how this car has been over my holiday period. And I'm going to talk more about the 1.4 liter engine, because people couldn't believe that I was getting 800 plus kilometers on a full tank, and that is the truth, right? Whatever VW did to this engine made it incredibly efficient. Maybe that was at the detriment of the performance, because again the power just doesn't feel like enough for me. But I get who this car's aimed at, because if I were just pootling around from, I don't know, from Paarl to Cape Town every day, Not worried about overtaking, just needed to get the job done. Then the engine and power plant is fine. I get why it was tuned the way it was. The other thing that I really liked with this car is the seats. These seats are comfy. Only after about 2 hours my bum started to feel a bit of fatigue, so my bum would go numb. But other than that, it's fine. These headrests, you can move them forwards and back. I mean, look at the range of motion that you can adjust these headrests. It's quite a bit. So you can get nice and comfy behind the wheel of the Tiguan. Lumbar support at the back is also done really well, your back support. And then your side bolsters are also really comfy. I'm a bit skinny, so they don't hold me in place all too well. The bottom bolsters as well, just right to fit my body okay. The armrest at the side as well, nice and soft and comfortable, so my arm had a nice place to rest, as well as the adjustable armrest here in the center. Aircon, nice and cold, perfect for 40+ degree pole weather. And again, soft touch material here on top, doesn't continue to the back. But otherwise, I really enjoyed myself with this Tiguan. I'll put my foot down when we come to the road now. There's a Hyundai Venue, or is it Kona? No, it looks like a Venue behind me. That looks like he wants to come and teach me a lesson, but it won't happen. That Kona. What is this thing? A Venue? Yeah, it's a Venue, but he's gone now. Not too sure. Hey. Of the estate we go. And again, because I'm alone in the car, the pulling power is perfectly fine. This 1.4 really goes, and especially if you're going up hills and things like that, when you're alone in the car, it's fine. But the minute you add some load here in, it's not gonna be okay. So let's go sport mode and let's put it into S1. Again, that's perfectly adequate. And 120 kilometers per hour. That's really adequate and good enough for most families that just want to get on with the business of driving, get the kids to school, go shopping, go on holiday. It will be fine. But don't expect exquisite performance here. It is the 1.4. The 2 liter was a different ball game. Other things, let me think of other things I didn't like about the Tiguan. Maybe, I don't know, there's no rattles in this car. The materials are okay. I admit there's a few places where it's quite plasticky, where you're like, oof, you know, it's an expensive car. And that's the other thing with the Tiguan, is the price. I'm putting it up here now. It's quite expensive. And the big question is, to me as a consumer or someone that's going to buy something like this, and to all of you, can I recommend it? Because the Kia Sportage is, let's be honest, the thorn in the side of this Tiguan, because the Sportage is cheaper, offers better performance, a good enough sound system, and a premium feel that this car also has. So it does make the 1.4 very difficult to recommend at its price point. But the 2 liter is, you can probably, I'll link my video on top. I was very impressed with the 2 liter. Great car, great performance. With this package, it definitely completes the Tiguan. I think the 2 liter is the one to go for. Yes, you take a knock in a bit of fuel consumption, but not catastrophic. It is a great little car, and I really enjoyed myself with it. The Harman Kardon, lovely sounding sound system. Play with the settings to make it sound better, because out of the box it's not that good. You really need to dial the system in for it to become your own, and I've got it dialed in just to how I like it, and it sounds fantastic. I love that Harman Kardon was introduced, and I'm glad that DIN audio is gone. I was not a fan of DIN audio. So yeah, very happy with the Tiguan, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't lived with a car this long that I could really exploit the car and to see what the car is really about. And this car really impressed me. I mean,
Camera reported ahead.
never did this car let me down. Never did I hear rattles that I didn't like. The build quality is truly exceptional. I don't know what the reliability is like on the 1.4. Those of you who have bought 2021 VW Tiguans, please comment down below and let me know what you think about the Tiguan's reliability if you have a 1.4. I know the 2-liter E8 888 is solid. I'm not too sure about this 1.4, so please let me know in the comments below how the 1.4 treated you. But so far, wow. Thank you VWSA for sending me the Tiguan for my holiday car. I hope I wasn't too hard on the car, but that's what we kind of need to do. We kind of need to break this car down in its parts and talk about what it's like to drive. Suspension, I mean, excellent. Like I said, I don't have much to complain about here. It's really been a fantastic companion over the holiday period. So thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this video where I just put a tripod down and walk around the car. Videos are going to change drastically in the next few weeks, and I can't wait for the Joburg tour happening next week. I leave for 4 days to Johannesburg with a videographer, and it's going to be phenomenal. So yeah, can't wait for that. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. Be free, be you. Liberebil out.